So let's see what I can do in a week. Just be quiet and do it. I could be a bit harsher with those latter words, but yeah, we'll see what I can do. I'll talk about it more after the timestamp as we get Azal Eldritch Parasite, so really not a standard run, but nah, there's no buts here. Because I was fixing some eats-to files, not because there's anything wrong, just because there's a, there's a language. This character was not in English, so I had to do some things myself, which gave me some reminders as to what, I'm just going to say random item stats on, things. Hold on. Azal. So as we get into Azal, Eldritch Parasite, character exclusive, random item, custom character, once more, with 8 strength, 5 dexterity, 5 perception, 5 knowledge, and 7 charisma. I think, if nothing else, afterwards, so about 6 to 12 hours after this video comes out publicly, as we get second light knowledge, strength, and maybe a dexterity check. Yeah, you're going to see some kind of things, but hey, I'll still try to be as spoiler-free as possible, even though I just said the name, but we'll see what future Jordan actually does, because I have not recorded that yet, and it'll probably be a while before I even record it. We will use the library notes once, and we can go over the character quickly before I talk about pretty much game dev stuff. I know this kind of wears on people, it might wear on people, but I mean, it's the most important thing to talk about for me. So, as we, this character starts with a wooden bat and protective Ithotu Flame. Unfortunately, we're on Eldritch Parasite. We don't get to benefit from Ithotu Flame as much. There are times in which you want to use it, but as we get Flood, Akamanto, Arms, Shuttle, and Story, yeah, I would instead like Mind Drain and or Ghostly Spear. Now, we're going to take 2 Doom on top of that if we're going to look for it, but it's well worth it because otherwise we just die. With Story in our rotation, I could take it out of rotation, but I want to leave it in. But if I leave it in, that means whenever I get an Eldritch Parasite run, we pretty much, like, unless I am... Even if I 2-shot things, I don't think we're okay. I think you have to 1-shot everything in Story to be okay on Eldritch Parasite. Otherwise, you just end up dying, I think. But really, you're not very likely to survive, in my opinion. But I guess we'll see. I could have played this run more normally, but I definitely wouldn't play it with the wooden bat. Even though we have 8 strength, unless that bat did 5 damage, I don't think it's worth it. So I could Protective Carvings here. I guess we might as well. We lose 4 stamina, but if we're gonna run it, if you're running the custom mystery story or Ringu, whatever the two you want to call it, the damage mitigation, any damage mitigation will help. Because every enemy does at least -2 all. So you lose 4 stamina, but you save -1 all per encounter. So you've already saved 3 all. Basically, if you save anywhere from 5 to 6 HP, you go plus. But if you don't, hey, so another example is Stalker Girl here. If we decide to fight, I could just Mind Drain it a lot, but I don't think I'm even going to do that because I don't have enough max reason. Although we lose -1 all, so you know what? Yeah, we should just do this. Could have also Ithotu Flame, didn't want to do that. Can I fit in a kick? No, so instead we have to do a 95, well, pretty much 72%, let's go for it. Okay, good. My RNG isn't that bad, even though it is quite bad. Let's visit the thingy-majiggy. Let's see, I have Flood, and then I have Story. I forgot my other mysteries. I guess if, yeah, downtown high threat level, I'm just going to put patrols there. If you have some hospital investigations, it's not so bad, because I'd rather take less penalty damage in another location than take extra Doom, which I should have more of now, but we'll see. But yeah, penalty damage, as you can see there, does quite... It adds up over the run. Failing 3 to 4 times is 3 to 4 stamina and or reason, so that's not good. In fact, we'll take the Doom hit here, because we know of that. And we have Flood, I think, so... Our Doom is still going to be quite low. Now, we don't get to rest for anything, but we're still going to rest in Flood. If there's any piece of advice you want to take away from this video, it's that resting during Flood is usually your go-to. There are very specific reasons not to rest after getting the... I personally think the damage mitigation researcher is most mandatory, but again, it's to your discretion. Yeah, we lost a bunch of stamina, by the way. So to avoid losing more stamina, we are going to... I could Ithotu Flame instead. We lose stamina for it, but we can then Ithotu Flame and Mind Drain more comfortably. Now we do lose, again, we do lose stamina for it, but... And I think we are just going to handcuff this. I don't want to take any risks if possible. We were off by a little bit. We get the Misery Parasite. Oh, because of our spells, I forgot. So we were supposed to forget these spells earlier. We did use Ithotu Flame, but our Doom is very, very high now. And it's all Thotu's fault, but really it's my fault. So we're gonna get about, yeah, we're gonna get 8 Doom. So we're at, with the Crestfallen Mask, we're at 41% Doom right now. And that's all I have to say. I actually need to lose more reason at the moment, even though I just used Protective Carvings, but we'll take another point of stamina damage before I Mind Drain. Just try to equal it out, even though the Lighthouse is going to absolutely slap us. I think we have a Strength check, but still, we want to watch out for our stamina. Essentially, if we hit 6 stamina, we have a chance of dying at the Lighthouse, no matter what. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's find out. Yeah, just a bunch of stamina enemies. That's... We just Mind Drain. We have to Mind Drain. I don't want to lose any more... Oh, we don't have to, but I don't want to lose any more stamina. That's what I'm trying to say. In fact, I might have to Mind Drain. Yeah, I have to Mind Drain again. Here's where Ghostly Spear would have been great. Preferably both Mind Drain and Ghostly Spear. If I get Ghostly Spear, this run becomes a lot easier. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case, so... Let's let the free out. Gosh dang it. Anywho. Yeah, we'll grab the Theologist. Could grab a Damage Researcher if it's going to Mind Drain the whole way, but I don't want to Mind Drain the whole way, so... Instead, let's save on Doom here and just leave. I was supposed to leave. Could grab another Researcher, because we're not going to heal, but if I run into an event, or Old Gods Forbidden encounter, I forgot my second encounter, by the way, then we just take pain. But in this specific instance, we're a bit better, because we can Mind Drain after taking -1 reason. And we have Protective Carving, so we actually do take only -1 reason. Oh, that's right, we only Mind Drain the first enemy, but still, we have the Wooden Bat, it's not as bad. So we just purposely take damage here, and then we Mind Drain. I think we can, yeah, we can Mind Drain again. And then we swing this bat really hard. So yeah, from now on, yeah, we're now at a healthy level of Doom, but that could change. If we had Phantasms, it was going to get really dicey. But since we're not on oh my goodness. So we have Meat Time and I think the Serial Killer perk packs. That's all I have to say. So what do we have on our plate? Shuttle and Story. And I think we do have arms? Or is this thing? I mean, either way, both are bad. But I would rather take Story now because of the pain. Items in inventory. Yeah, we don't really need any of these. So hey, I can't see it. Well, we know we have one fund, but still. Could have gone for another one if I used the library notes and then Mind Drain. Actually, that probably would have been the better choice. Depends if I lose reason here. Never mind, I don't. Should have used the notes and then taken the reason damage. I don't want to take stamina damage here, so we're going to Mind Drain preemptively. This is a human enemy, by the way. And then we just swing this. So we lose 3 reason, but better than losing... Never mind, I lied. So, fine. That gives me more Mind Drain uses, but I would have rather not lost the stamina. Depending on how low our Doom goes, I can take a quick peek into a thing. We can also buy a spell. We didn't get anything. So, now if I did get Ghostly Spear, that is 4 Doom at the end of every mystery. But again, we have the Doom at the moment, so I'm not as worried. But yeah, as we stand here and Mind Drain again, yeah, we do our best. These are not great. I might have to gamble, though. Don't have to gamble. Well, we still have to gamble, but it's better odds. 80%. Okay, good. And I guess we just take it the whole way. We see how much we can do a thing. I'm actually going to take double dexterity just to try and help our own lighthouse checks. Now, if we don't have the dexterity check because I don't remember my checks right now, then hey. Again, this could be easily mitigated by me just writing notes digitally or in real life. But hey, we can also Mind Drain this. I would rather Mind Drain this. I'm really, really, really worried about my stamina. But if I don't need to worry about stamina anymore, what I could do is, if I run into an event, purposely take stamina damage. I didn't know I was doing that much damage, by the way. But our reason is going very, very low. In fact, we lost more. I mean, we would rather do that than just Mind Drain and lose reason anyway, but we could have also traded Doom. The other choice was guaranteed Doom. So, yeah, we Mind Drain here, because either way we're losing reason. If we're gonna lose reason, we might as well... Well, actually, no, we lose stamina here. So we're just gonna swing this bat really, really hard. And then Mind Drain twice. And we should get out? Oh, please tell me I get out. Okay, good. I wasn't sure for a moment. I don't need to prep, but I don't want to hit attack boost twice because I'm lazy. And away we go. Yeah, 52% Doom. We gotta really be careful still. Yeah, 2 mysteries. I thought I was on my last, or second to last mystery. Never mind, we are. I mean, I thought I was on my last mystery. I am going crazy. So let's actually talk about what I wanted to talk about as we take shuttle here. So yeah, I'm basically just doing game dev stuff in real life and just deciding to do it. I've gone through the research period. I think I know what I want to do, but hey, also I took a reason there. Probably shouldn't have done that, but that's all I really need to say. It's literally the do it meme. I don't know which is which. And depending on what this is, so yeah, we start with the wooden bat, but we have the sharpening knife. Also, fresh meat does nothing because we're on Eldritch Parasite. So that's really, 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 really unfortunate. If we level up again, we can take Charisma, but our reason is quite low here now. Stamina damage. But yeah, we can afford to lose more stamina is what I'm trying to say. So let's find out. Sense of duty, Charisma, and off we go. Yeah, we'll definitely be able to level up, assuming we survive the rest of the run. But it's gonna be a while. It's still gonna be a while, so hey. And I shouldn't need to visit the monument. Operative word is shouldn't. We'll see if we actually do for some weird reason. Fall asleep because nothing happens. We would have taken penalty damage because that counts as a downtown event still. And yeah, stats don't matter. Stats don't matter. Oh, mind wipe actually kind of hurts, but hey. We'll take the stamina damage for now. Let's actually check the lighthouse really quickly. Oh, I thought mind wipe lowers your stamina. It lowers your reason. Well, we don't have the charisma check. We do have the light check, but I did that to myself. No, now we need a light source. Well, hey. I don't think there's a light source in the thingamajiggy, in the history club, so whatever happens here happens, I guess. Is there even a light source in the thingamajiggy, in the illegal den? I guess we're gonna find out, because now I need to look for one. I'll reroll a few times, but I don't think there's a light source here. No, there's not. So I guess we die. There's nowhere I can get a light source from. Well. Unless I pick one up from an event, but either way, I could use the... I can afford to use up the Doom. That's why I didn't really mind it as much, but... Hey. Just a quick note, quick aside though. I did want to level up anyway, but now that I know I didn't need the charisma check, I'm a bit sad. So, off we go. So hopefully we somehow find a thingamajiggy. Did I talk about the Crestfallen Mask? I think I did. Anywho. So yeah, we would have gotten charisma there, but we can't heal reason because I tossed out mind wipe. And I thought it lowered stamina. Hey, here's to me not remembering things still, even with 3 to 4 years in the game. That's a me thing. This is not the average experience. So yeah, off we go. We can continue mind draining. I mean, we might as well. If we have Toxi-san, doesn't really matter because we don't need to worry about Doom. But we do have 2 max reason now, so Ritual Robe, that's not what we needed. Yeah, I don't think we can get a light source anywhere else. Check them later, because otherwise we die to reason. If we fail. And off we go. So yeah, one more last thing. Yeah, keeping in mind that... So that's a Doom check. I knew the other... There's a reason on one of the 2 right checks. Yeah, if nothing else, I said that I was going to do some Kana things. Videos. For Eldritch Parasite specifically, because we're on an Eldritch Parasite now. Hey, we get to do a lot of wooden bat stuff, by the way. Unfortunately, I don't think it matters. Yeah, so, we'll do our best. In fact, we have to mind drain here just to try and survive. Do we even survive even if we do this? So I'm gonna mind drain, toss the bat, and then we do our 16 damage? Yeah. And we survive as long as possible. Now, if we fight the boss here, I think this is one of the first, and I do blame Story for this run spectacular failure. That is on me, but... yeah, there are a lot of fights. And then time skip. Okay, so yeah, we're dead no matter what. I mean, if I didn't need to check the legal den 3 times, but we were looking for... I was asking the question if there's a light source. I should know the answer to that, but just wanted to be super sure, because no matter what, I was going to die to reason anyway if we didn't have a light source. And I'll show you what I mean, unless I just get the 2 mystery and counter checks wrong, regardless. But we would be able to survive this anyway, because we spent about 9 Doom re-rolling in the illegal den. And that's all I have to say. We did Flood. I think Akamanto was our second encounter, funny enough. Yeah. And then we die to the light check because we don't have a light source. So, without further ado, yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Let's level up here just to see. Absolutely nothing, because we can't... Oh, yeah, so if nothing else, yeah, this character gets absolutely destroyed in Eldritch Parasite. Can't use the Wooden Bat for really a lot of things, because the Wooden Bat does not serve you well enough on an Eldritch Parasite, from my experience. You can survive with it, you're just not very likely to if you're using the Wooden Bats particularly. Then this character has Hot Bath, I think Hot Bath, or Self-Therapy, neither of which help you on Eldritch Parasite because it can't heal. And then you have a Thotu Flame, but you don't want to lose any stamina, reason, and increased Doom anyway on an Eldritch Parasite run. So this just happened to be one of the worst types of runs to run into with this character. And then Azel doesn't help, but I think Zektast or Thotu hurts this character more. But yeah, without further ado, I'll see you later in the next video.